There are two types of personalities I see all the time that go into presentations when they are feeling slightly nervous. And both of those personalities are ones that I reckon you would rather avoid. In today's video, I'm going to speak through both of those personalities, where they come from, and how to make sure that you're going into conversations that might give you adrenaline and nerves, but coming into a centered way. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Molly. I'm a voice and communications coach, and I help actors at drama schools find storytelling, presence, vocal quality, and accent. And I take lots of those techniques and I bring them into non-performance spaces. One of the biggest things I see in non-performance spaces is when people get nervous, they go into these personas. Person A is the class clown. They are the person in the space who have learned to fake it till they make it. They are very outward. They walk around the space with this kind of cockiness, and they just tell themselves, even though they might be bricking it inside, it's going to be fine. I'm just going to fake it till I make it. I'm just going to be the loudest in the room. I'm just going to make them laugh. Person A can be really charming. But what person A isn't very good at is they're not very good at observing those around them. They are maybe working so quickly that they don't leave enough space for everyone to be heard. Perhaps they interrupt people. Perhaps they say something that might offend people from time to time because they haven't clued into the fact that that person might be a little bit sensitive that day. They might forget names a lot, and they might just totally blank on really important details. And that's not because they don't care, but it's because they're stuck in this state of fake it till you make it. Now, person B, on the other hand, is the personality that I see all the time who is much more introverted. They often like to observe first, speak second. They're a lot more comfortable with silence, as long as they're not expected to fill it. And they're often someone who always knows the answer but won't put their hand up. Now, if you think about these two personalities, and if you like The Office, like me, the American Office, you can think about person A as a bit of a Dwight Schrute, and you can think of person B as a bit of a Toby. In terms of what this happens to their voice, Dwight Schrute speaks very abruptly, very loudly, almost a bit too dominating and really fast at a speaker. Whereas Toby mumbles, tends to vocal fry, tends to not be very sure of himself, and sort of speaks under his breath. As you can imagine, both of these personalities aren't optimal for speaking for many different reasons. You may look at person A and go, oh my God, that's confident. But actually, person A is forgetting to listen. Whereas you might look at person B and go, yeah, they're really shy, but actually they're a stronger listener and they might have more quality to what they actually say, but it's never actually landing. Person A is fight, person B is flight. So the way our body reacts to nerves will actually send us into one or two of these personalities. And I would like you actually to take a second to think, who do I relate most to? Or is there anyone in my life that I can see, yeah, they're completely a person A, or they're completely a person B? And I want you to find out and experiment with yourself when you next go into a nervous situation. What is your natural reaction? And can you notice your natural reaction, not judge it, but just identify, am I person A or am I person B? Now, when you've identified which personality you are, you'll find it a bit easier to do this next step. Because the next step we do is we're going to learn how to calm our nerves and find a bit of center. So what I want you to do when you're next going into presentation and help your body react to nerves in a healthier way, which in turn will help your voice, is it all starts with how you stand. If you stand up for me, I want you to bring your weight over your toes without lifting up your heels, and you might notice your breath totally stops. Person A's usually live here, and this usually brings us into a shallow breath. So just revert back for me. Now I want you to bring your shoulders downwards for me, cave into yourself, and notice what happens to your breath. Again, it's really hard to breathe here, and this tends to be where person B is. So what I'd like you to imagine is I want you to imagine that you are growing as if you are 3 times the height of what you actually are. And in fact, I'm just going to adjust in my chair here to help this. Great. I then want you to imagine that you have 2 versions of yourself either side of you. So you're almost increasing in width as well. I'm not just growing in height, but I'm also increasing in width. And I want you to take a big breath in and out. Once you've found that alignment, we're then going to think about breath. We're going to breathe in for 4. So breathing in and hold. Out through the mouth. So we've helped our alignment, we've helped our breathing, and the third step in order to help your voice is to try to use more pauses. If you're noticing yourself feeling really nervous, you're noticing that croak that happens in your voice, probably because your breathing is so light and shallow. So once you've found that breathing lowered and once you've supported yourself with your alignment, a really quick way to help this is close the lips, swallow, have a sip of water, take a breath, and then go into your next point. It's going to help your voice stop feeling so icky and dry, but it does require a couple of conscious steps to make sure you're not going into Dwight Schrute and Toby. If you do relate with this idea that this whole persona comes out and I feel inauthentic when I get nervous and my voice does all of these different things, drop me a comment down below whether you're person A or person B, and check out my description for upcoming group classes, one-to-one work, and more ways in which I think I could help. Thank you so much for watching the video so far. Don't forget to subscribe, like, send it to a friend, and I will see you next time.